Perfection Book Summary. For me, it is one of the best. Version at all, given its versions. Brilliant and useful, this author. Published a number of books. Ranked among the best self-development books. At all, like a book of mastery. Go see a book. War strategy. Robert has a beautiful style. Narration and writing make reading. His writings are interesting and cringeworthy at the same time, which made him achieve many sales for his books and receives the title of writer. Bestseller by the New York Times. Times on 3 occasions Book of Verification. What's in and how to access. To the degree of mastery and perfection in the field of life, how to learn. And intense risks fig the way. The only one to excel in life. And achieve resounding success, to you. Attain's book summary. Gay, I suffer passion, first, a lot of people succumb to stress. Work, chooses a career ls do not agree. Their passions, inclinations and hobbies. This is the main reason why they don't stay. Never to the point of perfection in what they do. Secondly, to reach the degree of proficiency in something that takes thousands of hours to do. Practicing this matter. What is possible only if you really love what? Play. Third, if I wanted to reach Iranian degree in something. You have to spend more than a waste in his practice. You cannot sign an hour he does not like. Fourth, when you are in the prime of your life. Age, you tend to do something. Given, spend long hours on. His deliberation. I need a sport. Swimming, music, math. This is actually a sign that you are. I was made for this, and that's it. The only one you can reach. Mastery, so you must go your whole life in practicing it and rehearsing. On him. When. As you get older, this strength decreases. Signal, because your parents and society. Generally they start to pressure you. And they tell you that you have to do something useful for your future. While I get to work, you'll become a lawyer. You have to become a doctor, earn money, too. The last, seventh, if followed. What your parents and society tell you. Instead of being dictated by passion, you can achieve success, but you will not reach. Never to perfection, because you can learn enough skills. Then someone younger than you comes along. But he has more skills from you, and remove you from your position. Seventh, the biggest fear of our time. It is the fear of being replaced by people. Others, because we do not enjoy. Adequate qualifications, 8. The goal of mastery is to get to met, nor. We find someone who can replace us. Which is a level we can't reach, ma. We didn't like what we were doing. 9. When you become unattainable. For replacement, you own a larger one. Power in our time at all. X. You can't focus well on. Something that bores you, you can. Success, but you will not be great. Never. 11. People who stick to perfection. They follow their passions and inclinations. From childhood to the last day in their lives. There may be a departure from the covered with passion for a while. But they soon return to him. 12th. Sometimes, your abilities. Physicality does not allow you to follow your passion. Until the last day of your life, as it is the case for athletes. In this case, you must find another way to keep you close to your area of passion. Athletes, for example, after retirement, they face a training or suspension timeout. Sports, or the establishment of sports clubs. About learning 13. Start simple, learn. The good is the one that is by steps simple, followed by a long work and practice. 14th. One of the benefits of slow learning is that you look at stuff more deeply, and you discover details you wouldn't have seen if it were. Learn quickly. 5th. A tenth of a human being is a machine. To learn. The ability to Attain. All we desire, acquiring new skills. It does not exist, denies instinct and instinct. Primary human and the most important characteristic. Human beings from other living beings. 16th. There are no experts. There, only educated people. 17. You have to stay smaller, young man, in your mind. Keep learning. Keep challenging yourself, and keep saying you are. Don't know anything. Say who. You have to think down. You are a beginner, and you do not have any knowledge or skill at all, not Jigoro were the founder of a sport. Effort, he asked to be buried. Wearing his white belt. Beginners in the sport of judo. It is a great testament to that of even. He reached the point of perfection and Attain on them. Always maintain a beginner's mindset. If you really want to Attain, something always has to. Wearing the apprentice mentality suit. Novice has the ability to learn any. Something about practice. Reach a degree. Mastery at something requires pattern. Live your every early rise day, spend the whole day practicing. So, go to sleep and dream about it, then do the same. It's the next day. Many persons give great importance to learning, but they don't care much about an app. They learn it, they always know to learn new things, but they do not. They know what you know is old. Fade quickly, if not there. Application. When we are against applying our skills new, we turn them into habits. Even if it seems to us that we do not. We are making progress. Way towards conviction is always the same action. Hard working to learn new skills. And height to levels higher than. Is, but at the same time, must. Spend the maximum amount of time applying. And practice what we learn, even if it leads to no result. To apply. And we practice our new skills in order to acquire. In the habit of it, not in the habit. Results. The results will be shared by those who apply and practice what they learn. Get results. The goal. The goal is the application and the practice itself. For example, if you taught her how to program apps, mobile phone, before that, you learn what is more complicated. To devote too much time to an application. You learned it, creating applications. Simple just for you, not for sale in stores. Phone apps. After thousands of sponsors spend on something, you will find Suddenly your mind is able to connect among many ideas at speed. Fantastic, that's what it proves. Experiment on a chess player. Many after spending hours, long practice and rehearsal, they suddenly move to a higher level in the way they play. Human being. It is a machine that gets damaged when it stays on. Use it. There are limits, of course. But in the aggregate, we are born. Energy through its consumption. 3 who have reached the degree of mastery. We love practice, that's why. They get better with time. And as their level improves, so does it. Love to practice. How much time? Do I need to master Aikido? Many people ask me this question. The more accurate answer is how many. The years you expect to live? Mastery is practice. Perfection is perseverance. Thing. Boredom generator is constant search for everything new. About Syria on a teacher. You have limited amount of time, and you can't. That you spend long weeks and months of to see how things are going. Find a teacher or someone who has gone before you. Domain, learn from it. Good teacher. It will save you many years of failures, and failures have been. And you must find a teacher who sets an example for you. There must be a great admiration from you. Mentor direction, you should. Would like to be like him. For a demon. A new skill, there is no better way. Taught by an experienced teacher. That skill, the best way. To find a good teacher is to consider. To his disciples. Better. The teachers are the ones who came up with a method. They engage their students well. In the slow learning process. On the nature of the human mind. There. 3 forms of the human mind. The original mind, which is the mind that the little kid enjoys it, and it seems obvious. When we ask him what he wants to become. When he grows up, he usually answers. He wants to be an astronaut. Or the best basketball player in the world. Or touring the whole world. On the stereotypical mind. It is the mind which a person enjoys, and who makes him think within a narrow framework. So that everything that is outside that framework becomes impossible and unreasonable. If you tell an adult that it is to work hard to become a pioneer, T-space, he will often think of you. Crazy person. Mind. Dimensional, which is the mind that represents a mixture between the original mind and the mind. Stereotyped, adults give up their original mind. Little by little, they are gaining more. Advance age, stereotypical mind. Goya, mainly because cascading frustration that they are exposed to in life and in reality. Other people's opinions on them and on their abilities. Enjoy the mind. Alazeal for children with creative abilities. So big, but they don't have it. No skill or knowledge. In return, the stereotyped mind enjoys with extensive knowledge and many skills. But he lacks creativity. The dimensional mind is a mind that can combine skills. Lots of creativity. Wide requires Reach the degree of enjoyment mastery. With a mind after acquisition. Maximum skills and knowledge. With the development of creative ability. And innovative. The human mind is a creative mind by nature, but its creativity is exposed to gradual deterioration over time. Young children have ideas, amazing creativity, which is what we find it in adults. The best way to describe your creativity is that it says it is infinite. Our mind, our body. He is used to being in a frame. Tight, at every attempt of you to get out of this framework, they will send you signals that it is not very good and dangerous. Signals that your body and mind send it to you when you're trying. Experience something new, fear, sweat, rapid heartbeat, in fact. Alimat on growth and progress. From. The important thing is not to neglect it for your own safety. But it's also good to see her on. They are signals to speak. Degree. Fear and sweating before making a move. What is commensurate with the amount of improvement that you will be bothered by some doing these? Step doubt about mastery. Who arrived at the degree of mastery they are at the top of a big mountain. 2. Ask them or year to climb it, but when they reached the top, they became. They see everything is the picture. Complete. This enables them to link between ideas and points with great ease. Very, heeking about who they are at the foot of the mountain, because they cannot see it all. On. Mastery is not manifested in reaching a degree. It is perfection in what we do, indeed. It manifests itself on the path that leads us to that degree of perfection. One who is stingy, without mastery, is that process in which the thing is in the beginning difficult, then gradually clarifies more. Monster, it's more fun thanks to the what? The road towards the Iranian reveals things new to be learned each time. Once we take a step forward, the access line always remains at a distance. A mile after every mile we go. Mental. Anti-patriots just focus on quick fixes, for example. Prefer cardiothoracic surgery. Eat healthy food, exercise. Sports, aspire to win in. Lottery allowance, save money and saving it. About relationships. Humanity. You can't go far in life if you don't. You have mastered the art of dealing with people, especially bad ones, on you. You learn how to spot scammers and who they want to defraud you. How do you operate in team, how to negotiate, and how you talk to others. Learning these things takes practice. Also dense. And it's very strange we are making great effort to improve. Yidna returns to work and raise the dead and I. In the game of tennis and mastery over piano, but we don't anything to improve the method. We connect with others and we leave. It's just for luck. Eat a meal. Dinner with the family every night is one aspect of effective practice, leading to the cat and our relationship with others. Balance. Physical and physical health plays a role significant in the psychological balance of man. This was if. A point summarizing a book for the wonderful Attain, which I advise everyone to read, because it really is a book that will change your look at many things, and you will. It helps you a lot to succeed. Life, just like books. Robert Greene. The other.